hello there and welcome back to my channel. My name is Steph Corder. I am a lifestyle, faith-based, glow-up content creator. I make content all about becoming the healthiest and best version of yourself. So if that is something you're interested in, definitely hit that subscribe button. And I'm super excited about today's video. I did a winter arc how-to video, but this is a little more practical. So we're doing a fall glow up guide, tangible, specific things that I am doing that you can also do in the last couple months of the year to really set yourself up for success when it comes to the new year and hit the ground running instead of waiting until January 1st. So let's get into it. All right, so the way that I'm going to split up this video, I'm just going to take you through a day in my life of things that I've been implementing. They kind of fall into three different categories: either mindset shifts, practical things that you can do, or a self-care routine that I've also implemented to help me feel my best, look my best, and just want to show up as the best version of myself. So, all right, so let's go into my morning routine. This is something that for a long time I didn't think was that important, to be honest with you. I didn't think that having a morning routine really, I don't know, I just always thought that you had to get up at 5 a.m. and do all these things, and I'm here to tell you I do not get up at 5 a.m. I barely get up at 7 a.m., okay? But I still have a routine. I still have things that I do in the morning that are my non-negotiables that I know if I do them, doesn't matter what time, if I do them, I will set myself up for success and it will be a domino effect throughout the day. So some of those things that I do, I make my bed every single morning. That is something that I am just a big stickler on. I think that if you make the morning, I have been making my bed for years now, and it just, for me, it's how you do one thing is how you do everything, right? And I don't really believe in the whole well, you're gonna get back into the bed, so why even make it? Well, by that mindset, well, your teeth are gonna get dirty, so why even brush them? You know what I mean? It's a slippery slope. And I just think that making the bed is a 2-minute thing that you can do, that you have full control over, that you can set yourself up for success and say, I did that, and then move on and then do the rest of your day. So just something that I think is super important, making your bed. The next thing that I don't skimp on is my morning coffee routine. And it's not so much because of the caffeine, it's because I do my protein coffee. If you've seen any of my videos or my shorts, or if you follow me on Instagram, you know I make protein coffee every single morning. It's a high quality, low temperature processed protein powder that is literally made to be put into things like coffee mug cake, so it doesn't clump up, because I know that someone's gonna say, I've tried to make protein coffee and it clumped up. But no, the protein coffee, hitting my protein goal is crucial to my physical success, my mental health. Hitting my protein goal is super important for a lot of different things. It's a baby. Can you say hello, Dixie? Oh, it's a baby. Oh, it's a baby. Now she's not gonna leave me alone. She's a Velcro cat. But I do a scoop of my protein powder, which I will link below. I do a scoop of my unflavored collagen, so that way it doesn't matter what flavor protein I use, I can still put the collagen in there, and it acts like a creamer. I no longer need a creamer I no longer need a creamer that has added sugars and just all the extra calories that I don't need, right? There's a baby. So instead, and I hope you didn't expect this to be some aesthetic, video. This is my life. I have 3 cats and they are the loves of my life. This is a baby. You're a baby. Anyway, so the protein powder and the collagen I use, I will link below, and I will link the frother that I use. I froth that into my coffee. I use literally Keurig brand K-cups, something crazy fancy. But the protein powder gives me 38 grams of protein. It keeps me from snacking. It helps me hit my protein goal. The collagen is huge for my hair, my skin, and my nails. It's like making the bed. It's a non-negotiable unless I absolutely, for some reason, cannot have it. I make sure I have that protein coffee every single morning. Kickstarting that nutrition, the digestion, all of that is super important to me. If you struggle to hit your protein goal, I highly recommend starting to do the protein coffee. Like I said, I'll link the one I use below. The next thing I do in the morning that has become a non-negotiable, and I'm not going to say that I've always done it, but I have been doing it consistently recently, is my Bible study and journal time, right? I have a Bible that that's a translation that I really enjoy reading and I can understand. I can link the Bible that I use below. It's a study Bible, so it also has like information to give you background and context on what is happening. I also have cute highlighters and pens that I'll link below that are also made for, so I will link those below. But my Bible study time, my prayer time, and then doing some journaling. I have a verse mapping journal that I just found on TikTok Shop. That's like my new obsession, by the way, that I will also link below. That just helps me like dive into the word, really understand what I'm reading, get some prayer time in, have some aha moments, and kickstart my day. And then another thing that I do, because I'm on 75 hard, is I have my 10 pages of reading. Sometimes I do that at night before bed. Sometimes it's in the morning. It just kind of depends on the day. Today was all right. And then the last two things that the one thing I incorporate every single day as a non-negotiable is my skincare routine. And then on most days, I do also try to put on a touch of makeup. Now, disclaimer, don't come at me in the comments. You don't have to wear makeup to glow up or be the best version of yourself. I need you to be honest with yourself though. Do you feel better when you have a little bit of makeup on and you've kind of just put yourself together? Whatever putting yourself together looks like for you, if it just looks like changing out of your pajamas, do that. For me, it's changing out of my pajamas, it's doing my skincare routine, which I'll talk about in a second, and it's putting on a 5-minute makeup look. I will link everything below. This entire look took me 5 minutes to do. It's super affordable, super quick, but it just makes me feel more confident. It makes me feel like I'm ready to, like, no pun intended, face the day. And I'm just ready to film, to do the things that I need to do. I put myself together. So internally, I feel like I've gotten that win. All right, so now to talk about my skincare routine. Bonus if you drink tea. Okay, I will link these below. Look how cute. This is praise him. And then it says love them anyway. And it says let all that you do be done in love. And then on the other side, it says make heaven crowded. Be still and know that I am God. These are like the cutest little stickers that I found on TikTok Shop, I think. I'll link them below. But bonus, drink some tea throughout the day. It will calm you. I drink ginger and lemon tea throughout the day, maybe a little bit, a hint of like a green tea for a little bit of caffeine, but it just helps with my digestion. It just kind of soothes and calms me. So maybe we swap out that extra coffee for some tea. All right, so my skincare routine. This is non-negotiable, okay? I have oily, acne-prone skin, okay? I will share what I do for my skincare routine, all right? It is quick, you're not really gonna do much, okay? So I start with my acne medication. I use La Roche-Posay. I've tried a million different brands. La Roche-Posay is the only one that I've actually, in a short amount of time, have seen progress. So sunscreen, you always need to wear sunscreen. If you want to glow up this fall, wear some sunscreen, okay? But Biore sunscreen is the best. It lays well under makeup, and it's also a moisturizer. It's an SPF 50, so I wear sunscreen every single day of the year. I don't care if it's cloudy. I don't care if I'm running a marathon. I don't care what the temperature is outside. Wear your sunscreen, okay? All right, now let's talk about a couple mindset shifts that I think are super important to your fall glow up and for you like really setting the stage for that winter arc to becoming the best version of yourself, okay? So the first thing that I need you to do is start to journal, okay? And I know journaling can seem kind of hokey, corny. There's really no wrong way to journal. Like you can just brain dump, you can use journal prompts. I will put a couple of journal prompts that I have used below. But now that we're getting toward the end of the year, I really want you to like take some time to just reflect on the last year. Where did you land with those goals you had in January? Good, bad, or indifferent? Let's just do a reflection, all right? No guilt or ill feelings, just facts. Did you accomplish X goal? Yes or no, and why, and move on from it, okay? I don't want you to spend too much time guilt-ridden because you didn't accomplish these grandiose goals, because I'm going to help you for next year's goals so that you actually attain a lot more of them. But we're going to reflect on the past year, what went well, what we could have done better, what we learned, what we're going to take into the new year, what routines we're leaving behind, all that kind of stuff. Just get it out, get it written down. There's just something about it that really helps set the tone for the next year or the next like season of life that you're in. If you're watching this, you know, whenever you're watching this. List 3 achievements you're proud of this year, big or small. Think about personal growth, career milestones, or positive habits you've built. Okay? Second journal prompt, and again, I'm going to put these all below, all right? What were the biggest challenges you faced, and what lessons did they teach you? Reflect on how these experiences have shaped your resilience, okay? There is always something good. The glass half full. I'm an eternal optimist, okay? There is a mindset shift you need to make. No matter the worst situation, 1, you've gotten through it. And 2, there is always a lesson to be learned. Even if the lesson is, I don't want to be like that person, or I don't ever want to put myself in that situation. You can turn a negative into a positive, and you need to do that. You have the brain power. You have the ability to change your mindset, okay? No matter how good or bad something is, you can take a lesson from it, you can learn from it, and you can move forward. No matter how bad the situation is, you got through it, and you can move on. And you have to have that mindset of, what can I learn from this, and move forward. Every single test, every single, affliction, heartache, there's a lesson in there. And if you miss the lesson, you're not setting yourself up for success. You're honestly going to set yourself up to repeat the past, okay? So take a second, reflect. No matter how good or bad the year was, what lessons can you learn? And what can you take with you into this next season of your life? Let's talk about our nutrition, okay? When it comes to the last couple months of the year, I know a lot of you have weight loss and fitness goals, and you want to, become the best version of yourself, the healthiest version of yourself, lose some weight, whatever it is, for the new year. This is the perfect time to set yourself up for success when it comes to your nutrition habits, okay? One of the biggest mistakes I see is that people wait until January 1st and expect to just magically be this person who meal preps and knows what to eat and has all the knowledge and all the things. Like, when you're just going to wake up that day, that way on January 1st, that's unrealistic, right? You need some time to ramp up, to get the kinks out, to build those habits. So this is the perfect time right now. November and December can really set the tone. November and December really will set the tone for your next year. Like, think about it. Like, wherever you are in your life right now is a culmination of the last 60 to 90 days, all right? It's not what you did yesterday. It's what you did 60 to 90 days ago to set yourself up to where you are now. So if you want to hit the ground running January 1st, you probably should start working toward those habits now. Now, I did just do a video, and I will link it here or link it below, and it is all about meal prepping, like lazy girl meal prep. I highly recommend you watch that video, because one of the things that I'm going to tell you is to set yourself up for success. January 1st, you're not going to be any less busy than you are now. If anything, you're going to add more to your plate to try to reach your goals. So meal prepping is something that I highly, highly recommend, but it does not have to be this Pinterest-worthy, hours-long process. It can be really short. I literally meal prep in under an hour, like once or twice a week. Maybe for you, it's making a big crock pot of something or whatever it is, but you need to figure out your meal prep routine and your nutrition now. Your nutrition in order now is something that you're really going to thank yourself for come January 1st. Because if you didn't set yourself up for success now and you didn't get the kinks out for your routine, especially with your food, you're going to end up with a Chick-fil-A drive-thru, or you're going to end up like door dashing something, or worse, you're going to end up not eating and throwing yourself off. And then you're like, oh, well, I already ruined January, so let me just wait until February. And then what? No. We are starting now, all right? So I don't care if it's the skincare routine, the nutrition routine, your mindset, the journaling, you have to start now. This is planting season, okay? We're gonna harvest, we're gonna reap what we sow in January, February time, but we need to plant something today, now. Fitness routine, okay? I am a big proponent of everybody becoming the healthiest versions of themselves. That does not mean visible abs unless you want those. I don't need people to be skinny. I want people to be healthy, all right? So first, You got to take a step back and reflect, what does healthy look like for you? Then you should add in your fitness and specifically your workout routine, okay? Whether that is at-home workouts 3 or 4 days a week, whether that's going to the gym, signing up for classes, committing to doing a walk every day, whatever it is, get some movement in. Again, if you're looking for specifics like what workouts should I do, I'm going to leave the link for my Facebook group. It is a free Facebook group community. I do live workouts in there. There's tons of free resources in there. Highly recommend joining that Facebook group. Or you can message me or, reach out to me if you have specific goals. But I highly recommend getting the kinks out of your workout routine now. But if you are, that's fine. But you should probably get into that routine now. Do you see a theme here? No matter what we're talking about, getting into the routine now is going to be so, so crucial to your success. So does that mean signing up for some classes and figuring out that the Monday at 5 class works better than the Friday at 2 or whatever it is? Is it figuring out that you need your lunchtime to go for those walks? Is it, talking to your hubby and saying, hey, a couple of nights a week, I need to go to the gym? Whatever it is, let's figure out the kinks. Let's figure out when you can work out, how often you can work out, what kind of workouts you're going to be doing, the supplements that you're going to need. Let's get that all figured out now and get those kinks out of the workout routine. All right. So when January 1st hits, you're already in motion and you've probably already seen a little bit of success, which will compound and help you to stay consistent. All right. Now let's talk about self-care. All right. There are a couple of things that I do at least a few times a week that I consider self-care for me. My recommendation to you is find 1 or 2 things that you can sustainably do week over week, a couple of times a week, that will help refill your cup. Okay. For me, it is taking Epsom salt baths. I recently started adding magnesium flakes. I will link them below. To my baths, and I take a bath. I try to aim for 3 baths a week. I do a lot of strength training and I get very sore and I just want to make sure that my back isn't hurting and things like that. Plus it's just a time where I'm unwinding. I've got a YouTube video playing or I'm reading a book or something and I'm just laying there, okay? Sometimes just laying there is all you need. That leads me into the second thing, which I don't know that, okay, the next thing I'm going to say for self-care is probably going to surprise you and take you off guard. I'm talking about taking naps. I love taking naps and I understand not everybody has the ability to take a nap. So this self-care thing can be something else that you can do that fits into your schedule. Some people are just not nappers. They just don't enjoy it. I love taking a good 30, 40-minute nap. If I could nap once a day, I really would. Sometimes my schedule doesn't allow for that. Am I gonna nap right after I make this video while the footage is uploading? Yes, I am. It refills my cup. I get to recharge. Sometimes I fall fully asleep. Sometimes I'm just laying there. But for those 30, 40 minutes, the whole point of something that is self-care is something that fills your cup and doesn't require a whole lot of brain power from you or emotional. You can just be, you can be very selfish with your self-care. It is self-care after all. All right, so let's wrap all of this up, okay? Whether it is the mindset shifts, the journal prompts, the workouts, the nutrition, the self-care, anything, take from this video whatever it is that you're missing right now and put that into a routine so that when the new year comes, we are hitting the ground running. We've already gotten the kinks out and we are just in a routine and it is a well-oiled machine, okay? You're gonna need some time to figure out what works for you, what doesn't work for you. And on that same plane, if you take anything from this video, you've gotta make the next couple of months your fall glow up about you. It's got to be things that are for you. It is not your next door neighbor's weight loss goal. It is not the influencer you see their perfect 5 a.m. morning routine. God bless them, but that is never going to be me. Okay, comment below if you are not a morning person, right? Find the things that are repeatable, sustainable for you that will help you move the needle toward your goals. If you enjoyed this video, please, please, please subscribe, share it with somebody who you know has some big goals for next year and needs a little help getting started. And then also comment below. I want to know, what are your goals? What are you going to be doing? Not your next year goals, What are the goals that you want to accomplish before the year is out? Is it figuring out your self-care routine? Is it a workout routine? Is it just better nutrition, better sleep? Whatever it is, what are you going to be focusing on these next couple of months before the new year hits so that you can hit the ground running in 2025 and accomplish all those goals that I know you can accomplish? Comment it below. Let's hype each other up. I want to know what you're going to be focusing on for the new year. Share this, like it, definitely subscribe, and do not forget, you got to faith it till you make it.